Why is Greenland 80% empty? Greenland boasts remarkable natural beauty and offers travelers a unique adventure, yet it ranks among the least frequented tourist destinations in the world. This situation is not unconnected to the fact that a substantial portion of Greenland is covered with ice and glaciers and remains uninhabited. For an island that encompasses an impressive 2.16 million square kilometers, only approximately 56,000 people live there. This begs the question, why is Greenland 80% empty? In this video, we aim to discuss the major factors responsible for this situation. And as we set the ball rolling, the following are some of the reasons why Greenland is almost empty. Greenland is characterized by a harsh climate. Greenland experiences a primarily Arctic climate marked by brief cool summers and extended severe cold winters. These conditions restrict agricultural activities and pose significant challenges to the establishment and sustainability of large populations. In the southernmost part of Greenland, a small forest exists in the Qinngua Valley, where summer temperatures are marginally adequate to support tree life. This valley is encircled by mountains exceeding 1,500 meters in height, which shield it from the cold, swift winds that sweep across the ice sheet. This area represents Greenland's only natural forest, albeit extending only 15 kilometers in length. In Nuuk, the capital city, the average winter temperature hovers around -9 degrees Celsius. Furthermore, summer temperatures remain pretty low, with average highs reaching only about 10 degrees Celsius, which is insufficient to support tree growth and results in a treeless, tundra-dominated landscape. Nevertheless, the majority of the population is concentrated in Nuuk because, aside from being the capital, the winters in Nuuk are notably cold, but milder in comparison to the eastern and western regions. For instance, Tasiilaq, the capital of East Greenland, endures consistently low temperatures throughout the year, averaging -5.7 degrees Celsius in winter and increasing to an average of 6.3 degrees Celsius or 43.3 degrees Fahrenheit during the summer months. It is essential to state that Greenland's terrestrial climate is significantly influenced by sea and solar radiation. The coastal areas adjacent to the open ocean experience more extraordinary and humid conditions, attributable to cold waters and drifting ice. Besides, temperatures rise and humidity decreases as one moves inland toward the ice sheet. This is why fewer people live around these regions. During the summer months, the temperature variation between Greenland's northernmost and southernmost regions is minimal, at no more than 2 degrees Celsius. However, this disparity can increase dramatically in winter, reaching up to 30 degrees Celsius. Temperature differences of up to 5 degrees Celsius can occur based on geographical location. Though the harsh climate is a significant factor why Greenland is 80% empty and mostly inhabitable, it is not the only reason. Let us look at another factor responsible for this situation: Greenland's unique geography and the ice sheet factor. Greenland encompasses a total area of 2,166,086 square kilometers, of which the Greenland ice sheet occupies 1,755,637 square kilometers, accounting for approximately 81% of the total area. The ice sheet occupies the central region of the vast island and is recognized as the largest glacier on the planet. Its thickness reaches several kilometers, and in certain areas, its immense weight has caused portions of the mainland to subside below sea level. Additionally, the Greenlandic ice sheet has a volume of 2.85 million cubic kilometers and contains roughly 7% of the Earth's total freshwater reserves. At its maximum thickness, it measures 3,500 meters. The highest elevation in Greenland is Gunnbjørnfjeld, which reaches 3,700 meters within the Watkins Range, part of the East Greenland mountain range. However, most landmass is below 1,500 meters, approximately 4,900 feet. Beneath the ice lies a network of canyons, the most significant of which is known as Greenland's Grand Canyon. These canyons were formed by the erosive action of rivers resulting from the cyclical melting and refreezing of ice. Coastal areas experience abrupt and steep rises in elevation. The ice generally flows from the island's center towards the coast. Since a significant portion of Greenland's territory is enveloped in ice, only a limited fraction of the land is suitable for habitation. The overwhelming majority of the population, towns, and settlements reside in coastal regions along the ice-free coastline, with the population predominantly concentrated on the western side. The ice-free regions encompass approximately 410,500 square kilometers, which is comparable to Norway's area. The majority of the population resides in South Greenland and West Greenland, with only around 10% inhabiting the eastern and northern regions. The northeastern region of Greenland is not included in any municipality. Still, it is home to the world's largest national park, Northeast Greenland National Park, and the 10th largest protected area, established in 1974. This is quite astonishing for a country that is as empty as a shell. Moving forward with our discussion on why Greenland is 80% empty, we cannot ignore a very important factor responsible for this situation. Let's get right to it. Economic factors. Greenland's economy is small and significantly dependent on fishing and hunting activities, which contribute over 90% of the island's exports. Essentially, the shrimp and fish sectors are the predominant sources of income. The Greenlandic economy is heavily reliant on Denmark's financial assistance, which represents approximately one-third of the island's total public revenue. Additionally, the Danish government covered costs related to various sectors, including the judiciary and defense, estimated to exceed 1 billion kroner. Interestingly, Greenland possesses a wealth of mineral resources and mining activities for ruby deposits, which commenced in 2007. Another state entity, Nunaoil, was created to facilitate the development of the hydrocarbon sector in Greenland. However, in July 2021, the government banned all new oil and gas exploration within its territory, citing the excessive environmental costs associated with oil extraction. Electricity generation in Greenland has historically relied on oil and diesel power plants despite the significant hydropower potential. A program is underway to establish hydropower facilities, with the Buxefjord hydroelectric power plant being the first and currently the largest of its kind. Additionally, there are intentions to construct a substantial aluminum smelter that will utilize hydropower to produce goods for export. A considerable portion of the workforce required is anticipated to be sourced from abroad. Seemingly, the absence of substantial projects has created a scarcity of employment opportunities. The island's reliance on imports for the majority of goods and dependence on Danish financial support render it less appealing for extensive settlement. This situation is unsurprising, given that half of Greenland's revenue is derived from grants provided by the Danish government. To exacerbate the issues faced by Greenlanders, there are no roads linking the settlements, and the lack of basic infrastructure is partly responsible for why Greenland, the world's largest island, is almost empty. Our subsequent discussion will expound on that. Limited infrastructure. Though communications infrastructure is regarded as vital in Greenland, it is lacking. This is why the island must deliver dependable and high-quality service, even in the face of some of the most challenging environmental conditions for constructing and managing communications networks. The geography of Greenland features extensive distances separating relatively small and isolated communities. Consequently, effective communication is crucial for connecting these areas, enabling individuals to maintain contact with one another and the outside world, regardless of weather conditions or geographical barriers. The absence of a comprehensive road network and dependence on sea and air travel further underscores the necessity for reliable and accessible telecommunications services, which are essential for ensuring timely communication and coordination throughout the island. Telecommunications infrastructure is a fundamental element for economic advancement in Greenland, similar to its impact in other regions. It encompasses providing reliable internet and telephony services essential for business operations, e-commerce initiatives, and connections to international markets. These factors are vital for fostering economic growth, enhancing education, and promoting diversification within Greenland's various communities. Furthermore, the expanding tourism sector will rely on and likely necessitate strong communication networks to accommodate visitors, ensure their safety in remote locations, and facilitate tourism-related activities. Unfortunately, Greenland's infrastructure, or lack thereof, especially regarding transportation, communication, and healthcare services, is a major problem faced by the island. These may hinder population growth and discourage settlement in its more isolated regions. As Greenland continues to endure many challenges due to its empty state, what does the future hold for this beautiful island? And is there a way forward? Only the future can tell. As we end this video, we are excited to hear your views in the comments section. You can join the conversation and tell us what you think about why Greenland is sparsely populated.